Hi, my name's Phil Hassey from capioIT. I've got Dan Kelly with me. Dan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm the National Supply Chain Manager at the Capital Group of companies. I've been with the business for 12 years and I was the adopter of Zoho in our business.
So we've all probably used Capital Group but not realised it. Can you just give us a bit of an insight into the company?
That's right. Yeah, we are the nation's largest privately owned metropolitan transport company. We have around 2,600 to 2,800 subcontractors delivering anything from a small envelope to a ton worth of goods around the country on any given day, weekends, public holidays, etc. And we deliver anywhere, residential, business, and you're right, a lot of deliveries every day are done by our people.
Yeah, I'm sure we know we've used it without even knowing.
Absolutely.
In a sort of distributed business like that, interested in the role of technology.
Tech's a huge thing in transport. The transport industry's probably been painted with a brush in previous years of just being a little bit behind in tech. We're certainly not that. We really lean into tech, and especially now, even further into AI and things like that. It's important in transport because there's an enormous amount of moving parts. So the tech is really the connector, and that comes down to things like visibility, reducing delivery anxiety, making sure a client knows where their goods are at any given time. But also we have a lot of drivers to manage and we have a lot of people to manage, and there's a lot of mechanical parts in that. So tech is really the glue that sticks that all together.
And what's the technology approach in the organisation? Is it a build it, a buy it? Does the CEO get involved? Just interested in part of the culture of it.
Absolutely. Our right to the top, directors and all, they lean right into tech, and we are a build it sort of business. We will buy tech, and it's one of the reasons that Zoho is a great product for us, because it is something we bought, but it allows us to build on it.
So what's your experience with Zoho? What product are you using?
We started off with Zoho Desk about 6 years ago, originally just as a ticketing management system, communications management system. We ended up discovering all the other things Zoho offered at the time, and we're really excited by its sort of no ceiling approach, its ability for you to make it what you want it to be. We had previous tech in the past and probably limited by its constraints. Having Zoho now for us, we're a Zoho One customer now, and we're able to not stop at anything. So there's no ceilings for us at this stage. We've been very happy with the ability to build whatever we need, and the sky's the limit for us.
Yeah, with over 50 apps in Zoho One, it's probably hard to find one you can't make a use case for.
Absolutely, and they allow you to build your own too with Creator, which is what we love, and it's fantastic.
And so how does the use of Zoho One impact the organisation, and then the average employee, be they a driver or be they someone in dispatch or administration? Yeah,
so what Zoho One has enabled us to do is to reduce our tech stack and clean it up a little bit.
Yep.
So the way that it impacts, all the way from a driver to a booking agent or right up to one of the directors, is that we're able to connect it all through one platform, and the data is also all centralized. So a driver takes an action on their PDA, their device, that can flow right up to a report that a director might be looking at. And then an additional factor to that is permissions management. We have a lot of people in our organization at different levels, and we're able to make sure that they have the right access that is quick for them to get to what they need to, and also showing the right things, that they're not seeing something they don't need to be seeing.
And the buy-in, ease of use, was that a key part of it? Because it is a user-friendly platform.
Absolutely. The ease of use is important. We love the UI. It's a great looking UI. Transport is not known for its pretty sauce. Absolutely. And trucks and warehouses and stuff like that, the UI is often an afterthought. It's a great looking system, and it absolutely helped with the buy-in. It's user friendly and people enjoy engaging with it every day.
One of the key, from what I've understood, mantras, if you like, of the organisation is predictably awesome, which I think is predictably. I think that's pretty awesome. How does that work from it? How does Zoho One create predictable awesomeness, and how what are the constraints that can be overcome with it?
It's a core value of ours. We're really proud of. It comes from a place of wanting to rise to the needs of our clients. So what our clients want us to do, we make a commitment to do. Now, Zoho, with that approach, is gives us the ability to build what we need to build. So if we get a large client on, a Fortune 500 business or something like that, and they need us to create a small platform for them to manage a bespoke part of their transport, that's no longer a 1 or a 2 year project. It's a 1 or a 2 month project. And that helps us be predictably awesome. And we love it. And its clients love it too.
What can you give me examples of apps you've created and the business case, if you like, that they've solved?
Absolutely. We had a large electrical components manufacturer, one of the largest in the world, big client of ours, and they had a lot of moving parts in the supply chain that we designed for them. We had a lot of different systems that we could put in front of them to manage all those parts, but we said, hey, let's make this easy and put it all in one platform. We were able to do that with Zoho Creator. And we built a platform that amalgamated all those data sets into one place so the client could access it from their client portal. Our people use it on our end, their people use it on their end, and it's a really seamless experience.
So from a business success point of view, I'm pretty obsessed with business outcomes and measuring success, not by, non-technology terms, or in technology, but by business.
Sure.
So can you measure the success of your investment from a pure business point of view? Does the director of the business go, tick, and I know how this happened, sort of thing?
Absolutely. So in a couple of ways. The first way would just be financially. The costs that we've had to incur to implement Zoho have been far less than previous systems costs that we were paying, and on a per annum basis also. And then additionally, security. So we are an organization that is in the transport sector, which transport sector is constantly under cyber attack. For us, having the ability to protect our data and our people from cyber attack really translates to a bottom line return figure. So for us, we've certainly been able to measure that, and in keeping the organization safe, we've saved millions.
Yeah, excellent. And that's security angle, that integrated security and business application angle aligns well. From a supply chain, there's other parts of the business. Have you had to evangelize Zoho to them? Have they taken up the challenge themselves? How's that permeated throughout the business?
Absolutely. We got Zoho One before we decided to change our CRM to Zoho, and we have a very large sales force, one of the largest in transport, and convincing that group to look at changing the CRM was obviously a big job. But it wasn't a hard one because the CRM was fantastic with Zoho. We loved it, and implementation took about 3 months, a lot faster than anticipated. And that involved over 150 reps that were moved across into that system, and has been a success story ever since.
So what are some of the best bits about the platform and use of Zoho One?
We love the ability to customize and tailor the system to our needs. So being a transport business, it is complex, and it's not a product-based, it's a service-based industry. And so for us, being able to make the system our own has allowed us to put our stamp on it. And in terms of applications, we love Desk. We think Desk's a fantastic system. We think everyone knows the CRM is great, but we're most excited by Zoho Creator. Zoho Creator is the one that's enabled us to completely build what we need to build, and we haven't hit a ceiling with it yet.
And just give that flexibility in the business that we wouldn't otherwise had. Any challenges, any issues that you've had in doing it?
There is always change management pain with changing any system, of course. But we feel that it's been a pretty smooth journey, to be honest. We've done other tech implementations in the past. It's probably been the smoothest. Challenges, I think, for us, probably the biggest challenge is a funny one, has been that it almost gives us too much to do ourselves. So my biggest problem, what keeps me up at night, is thinking about where am I going to get time to do all these exciting things that I can't wait to do.
Yeah, priority management, essentially.
Priority management, absolutely.
Yeah. We vaguely mentioned AI at the outset.
Yep.
What's the role of AI going to be? Because this is a constantly moving part of any organisation. And what's the role of Zoho, you think, in your organisational AI journey?
We've really leaned into AI. For us, it's very much about assisting the people rather than replacing the people. We want to see our people doing more with less, doing it faster in a shorter amount of time, and having greater outputs for lower inputs. Absolutely is what we're trying to do. In terms of where it's going, I think that access to information in a faster format is probably the key focus for AI with us. There is a lot of information to know. And then probably next to that, obviously with caution, is helping us remain compliant and making sure that it's helping us keep up to date with industry changes, and making sure our drivers are safe.
Yeah, that safety element, the whole ecosystem safe.
Absolutely.
And what do you think you'll be asking Zoho for in, say, 3 years' time?
Yeah, we
Things move pretty quickly.
they absolutely do. Look, the system gives us so much now, but we're very much excited for future agentic software that we think Zoho is going to do more with. That for us, we see a big future in that. And outside of that, we think greater tools in their, they've got their Zoho Catalyst system and further development systems, software development systems. We would love to lean into those too.
And maybe some less, you need to do less on Creator because they come up with the new apps. You never know what's up the corner. Yeah.
Makes my job easier.
All right. I think that's enough. Thank you for that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
No worries.